What's going on, Aaron? All right, so I'm gonna play the song back here. I'm gonna listen back. I'm gonna give you my feedback on the mix, and then I'm gonna show you some things that, if I were to master this, that I would take care of, that I would do, which would be points for you to go back into a mix to arrange things and to fix things if need be. All right, here we go.
Going down victory lane. This time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. Going down victory lane. This time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. I'm victorious even when it doesn't seem like it. Gotta keep going, gotta keep fighting. It's not over, this is not the last song. I'm still going, nowhere near done. Who told you that? Nothing but false information. I admit I slowed down, felt some hesitation, like I was walking on shaky ground, too close to the ledge. But I'm not here to beg, kicking down closed doors, time to open up. Feeling pent up, man, really had enough. So much hating, so much opposition. Feel it all around me, wanna keep my distance, but I gotta show love. And the other way, when you're going down victory lane, gonna feel some pain. Some many walk away, up quickly, they change. You can see it in their eyes, things just ain't the same. Going down victory lane. This time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. Going down victory lane. This time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. This is not a road for the weak. Hanging out in the kitchen, can't help but feel the heat. Long hours trying to mix up the recipe. At the same time, I feel pressure all around me. It's part of the journey, I'm not giving up. I got a boost from God, gave me strength to spring up. Staying steady on victory lane, still on the right path, ain't nothing changed. I'm determined to make it to the very end. On the last leg, I got my second wind. Sprinting for the finish line like a track runner, racing down the lane in the game, building one this summer. The trials and the pressure will escalate, but I gotta stay in the game, I can't vacate my position. God put me in this place. Victory is straight ahead, gotta run my race. Going down victory lane. This time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. Going down victory lane. This time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. Going down victory lane. This time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. Going down victory lane. This time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. Going down victory lane. This time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain.
All right. Okay. This is you, I take it, on the rap. It's nice, man. I like it. I like the message. Are you also the producer? That's my question as well. So, okay. So technical aspects, I'd like to address that your tonal balance is actually very nicely done. You somewhat were able to keep it tonally balanced the entire record. Yeah, let's take a look here.
Down victory lane. This time got
bass was, floating where you want things, right? Where sometimes you have not enough bass or you have too much top end, but it looks like everything was well controlled. So technically, yes, nice work there. I can already kind of tell you got kind of a little bit of a brick here, which isn't bad, right? You see that all the time. That's not a big deal. So, and you have a little bit of what I could see, so still have some nice transients and some nice dynamics, which is nice. So, as part as much as when I give you feedback, I want to also praise you because you did a good job, right? You're working at getting your tonal balances done. What I think ends up happening is we technically know what we're doing, but it's when we don't have sort of like people to bounce information, stuff off of and be like, hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? And then you kind of get stuck in your way of just kind of putting things in. So what I would want to address here, I'll go with the technical things that I'd like to address first, but then I'll go with some of the creativity stuff. And the creativity stuff is usually where even I myself feel like I lack, and I have to really get creative with stuff. So I'm going to put it inside. Listen here. I'm going to put it inside so I can hear the side information. I'm going to move this out of the way since we already analyzed the tonal balance. Let's listen to what the side information is doing.
Pressure all around me. It's part of the journey I'm not giving. God gave me strength to spring up. Staying steady on victory lane, still on the right path.
All right, now let me take a look here. I'm going to use the BX EQ from Plugin Alliance. And it's the V3. Sorry, you can probably hear my voice is not fully there. I was dealing with a cold this past week, so... all right, so what I'm going to do is this is a mid-side EQ. I'm going to put it in my Res Des setting, so I'm literally controlling the mid and the sides here. I'm going to find some parts in the sides that I would want to clean up, and then I'll find some parts in the mids that I would want to clean up if I was going ahead with the master on this. No. First I got to throw it off of sides here. There.
Down victory lane, victory lane. I'm got up. Feel.
All right, so if you could hear that resonating frequency from that synth that you have there, I would turn that down a bit. So what you could do is in the mix, go into these sounds and start to kind of pay attention to what they're doing. You got decent, I would say you got decent stereo field. It sounds good. It's just now cleaning it up so that way things start to kind of give more clarity to the vocals on the side here.
Down victory lane, victory lane.
I'm going to go over to the... So one of the things I've also noticed is that, in the creative element, it's tough to get creative, especially if that wasn't what you were hired to do. But if this is your mix, if this is your song, I would have gotten creative with some drops, created separation between the chorus, the hook, different energy levels, volume levels. I'll give you an example of that here when I'm done. But first, I want to get into the hook here a little bit. Let's see.
Around me, want to keep my distance, but I gotta show love. Going down victory lane, victory lane. Going down victory lane, victory lane.
So a little bit of a build up there in the 200s. I would take that down a tiny bit.
Going down victory lane, victory lane. This time gotta maintain. Again. This time gotta maintain. Going down victory lane, victory lane. This time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. This is going down victory lane, victory lane. This time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they can't.
All right, I want you to pay attention to when I have this on and then when I have it bypassed. Here we go.
Going down victory lane, victory lane. This time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. Going down victory lane, victory lane. This time gotta maintain.
It's almost as if that synth that you had, I pretty much took it out. So that's saying that the way that you EQ'd your synth is adding sort of a muddiness. So you need to re-examine the way you're placing the synth in, and the way that you're EQing it. At least to my ears, when I have the EQ in, the mid-side EQ in, I feel like there's not much, there's a nice clarity, there's no mud, but then when I take it out, I do hear the synth that comes in. It is giving, I would say, body, but not adding a nice cohesiveness to everything else.
Going down victory lane, victory lane. This time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain.
So I would pay attention to the 200 to 500 range in your instrumentation, in your instrumental. That's what I would pay attention to. All right, so that's the sides. Now I'm going to go in and see what the mids are doing here.
Going down victory. This time gotta maintain. This is going down victory lane, victory lane. This time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. Going down victory lane, this time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. This is going down victory lane, this time gotta maintain. Lane, this time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. This is going down victory lane, this time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. Going down victory lane.
All right. So with the work I did on the mono and stereo section, so in a master, it would be a little bit of a heavy touch because I am losing that synth. So that's to say, in the mix, we need to readjust that synth that's kind of panned off to the left. We need to fix that. We need to make that cleaner. We need to kind of duck out some of those frequencies that are making things muddy. It's a nice synth. It's a nice rhythm. It's got a nice texture. So I would say go and examine that synth again. And again, 200, 500. And then you have, now here's one of the things about the 200s and the muddiness of a mix. Let's go into another EQ.
Going down victory lane, this time gotta maintain. Bump, and they came again, this time got. Gotta maintain. This is going down victory lane, this time gotta maintain.
So I know that you have your kick and your bass. They're sitting around up here, the 50s to 100, 200. Not bad. I like that. That's not a bad choice. But in the 200 range, you're gonna if you don't control where a lot of the instrumentation is, like the synth, some of the instrumentation that has body, if you don't control a lot of it, what's gonna end up happening is you'll have a buildup here, and that buildup's going to cause what this would consider to be muddiness.
Going down victory lane, victory lane. This time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. Going down victory lane, victory lane. This time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. This is going down victory lane, victory lane. This time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain.
Okay, so so that's sort of like the technical aspects and things that I'm hearing that I would fix to kind of bring into the mix, make those adjustments and see how you can clean up some of that muddiness. Finding separation in this area is going to be key for cleaning up and just making it, I would say, giving your song, your mix, kind of like that very high quality. So now creative mixing. Creative mixing is kind of tough because it's all based on taste. So I'll give you a couple ideas as to what I would have done creatively on this kind of mix. I'm going to go to the Isotope Transient EQ. So it's Isotope Ozone 11, has a transient section in it. It's free, so go and get it if you don't have it. What I want to do is I want to bring up the transients of your hi-hats.
Victory lane, this time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. This is going down victory lane, this time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. Going down victory lane, this time gotta maintain.
Now it all depends also on the instrumentation. If you're the way that you've produced this record, if you produced it to sound this way, where the kick and the bass are very cohesive and they're sort of sitting together and they're sort of, blending so well that they're sort of doing the same thing at the same time, but they're not fighting. They're just doing the same thing, right? They're pushing each other. Or there's like the bass kind of sits and the kick just punches through, so you have some sort of side chaining that allows the kick to come through. But we can also do something like that to get the kicks up on the transient for this.
Going down victory lane, this time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. Going down victory lane, they came again. This time gotta maintain. This is going down victory lane, this time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again. This time gotta maintain. Going down victory lane, this time got.
I'm going to leave this EQ off because I am taking a lot of the side information out. So I'm going to leave that off. This one I'm going to leave on because we're controlling the upper lows and the lower mids. And then this EQ is just the transient shaping of the hats and the kick. All right. So there's those things. Now, that would be going into the mix and adjusting the volume of the hats. Then also going into the mix, if you like giving it a little bit of kick, is adjusting the punch of the kick. Now, there's a couple ways that can be done inside the mix. I don't know what you're doing for the chain and all that, but what you could do is, let me listen here.
Going down victory lane, this time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came. I gotta maintain. Going down victory lane, this time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road.
So what I would, and it depends on the production as well, but what I would want to hear is a little bit more top end on the kick, a little bit more snap to the kick.
Going down victory lane, this time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again, this time gotta maintain. Going down victory lane, this time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again, this time gotta maintain.
So then, yeah, that would mean going in, adjusting the hats. Now, the best way to do it is just turn them up a tiny bit. If they get harsh, put a de-esser on them, control them with some EQ, some dynamic EQ, or just turn them up. Now, the other point to it is the kick and the snap of the kick. That would take a little bit of time just to kind of process it. I would say adding some parallel, just create a parallel channel, send that, and use a compressor that's quick attack, slow release, and then a EQ like a Pultec with 100 in the 100 range, boosting that to kind of give a little bit of a more boost in the kick and the punch in the kick. So that would be that. Now, more creative stuff, and I'll let you go. I would say is create some moments.
Going down victory lane, this time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again, this time gotta maintain. Going down victory lane, this time gotta maintain. Will escalate, but I gotta stay in the game, I can't vacate my position. God put me in this place, victory is straight ahead, gotta run my race.
Okay, so I can also hear that there is like a bass that has upper harmonics on it. So what you could do in that situation is treat that upper harmonic bass really wide. Give it a wideness to it, bring it up, take some of the lows out of it so it's not fighting with the sub bass. So that way that bass, upper harmonic bass, is acting as a mid-range instrument versus it just being in the lows.
I put me in this place, victory is straight ahead, gotta run my race. Going victory lane, this time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road, victory lane, yeah, gotta run my race.
So here is where you could do creatively, do a drop, right? Mess with the stems. Actually, I don't even know. Do you have the stems for this beat? Right? That all depends. So drop the beat here. Keep the vocals going. Do something creative going into that hook.
Victory lane, this time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again, this time gotta maintain.
So another thing that creatively, I like the ping pong ad-libs. They're busy and they don't change, right? So I would say do the ping pong ad-libs during the chorus. Do the ad-libs, the normal ad-libs, normal during the verses, maybe left, maybe right once in a while, not the whole entire time. Because that, it feels very stagnant. It feels very linear. You want to create moments. So that means breaking those moments up where the hook has those ping pong delays.
Will escalate, but I gotta stay. Victory lane, this time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road.
See, I can't even make out what the rapper is saying on that ad-lib on the left side.
Maintain. Bumps.
See, I can't understand what is being said there. So you kind of have to, I like that you got the filters on them and all that, but you also want to give it its own moment and space, because if not, it's just going to sound messy. So
victory lane, this time gotta maintain. Bumps in the road again, they came again, this time gotta maintain. Going down victory lane. Going down victory lane, this time gotta maintain.
Yeah. So, all right, that'd be my my bit mixed feedback. And if you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully this was helpful to you. And yeah, thanks for checking the video. Hopefully we'll catch you later. Take care.